In this video, I'm going to show you how to edit a page with Elementor. And once you learn how to edit one page, it's basically 99% how you'd edit every other page. It's just the different elements that are on that page that makes the page look a bit different. So there's two ways that we could access a page to edit it. So I'll show you the back end way, and then I'll show you the front end way. So when you log in, you'll come to your dashboard, and then you would go hover over pages and click on all pages. Now here are all the pages here. So now if it's a cart, those are standard features which we don't want. We are going to look and edit the front page. So what you'll do is you'll see here, I'm a jet setter, front page, because we've dedicated that page to be the front page, which is this one here. Okay. And it's done with Elementor. So now Elementor is the way that we develop the website. So there's two ways that we can go from the back end to load the front end, to load the Elementor package. Once you come to the pages, you'll hover over it and you'll see you either have edit or edit with Elementor. So now whenever I edit any page, regardless what I'm doing, I always like to keep the page being separate. So what I would do is, and I'm going to show you the long way. So we would go right click edit and open in a new tab. So as you can see, it would open in a new tab. So now I've got the pages here, and I've got the page that I'm wanting to edit loading in a different one. Because as you can see, I lose that sidebar. So if I need to go and check something, then I need to come back out of here, which will then take me to, so now I've just come back, you see. So let's just go back here and we'll edit with right click on edit and open in a new tab. And as you can come here, so now as you can see, this doesn't look like anything, and there's a big blue button that says edit with Elementor. So now you can click on that and Elementor will load. So now that's one way that we can edit a page with Elementor. The other way is, I'm just going to close this, is if we right click and open Elementor in another tab. Okay. Now again, this depends on the speed of your internet, how quick it loads. So now you can see the front page is loaded and you can kind of see what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and I'm going to show you the third way that we can access this section. Okay, so I'm going to close this one. So now, as you've seen, you've got the back end here, and you've probably seen in the other, while we've been doing the video, that I've got the front page open here. So now the way I like to work on a website is that I have two tabs. I have the tab for the back end, which is where we're accessing WordPress, and then another tab on the right hand side of that, which is the front end. Reason is so that when I've made a change on the back end, I can just come to the front end and hit reload, and then it will refresh. It saves me previewing pages and this and that. So I find it's a bit easier to develop a site like that. So that's why I've got the two tabs. So we've right clicked to open that one, and then we would have clicked on that blue button. Now we've right clicked to edit with Elementor and open a new tab, and it's loaded Elementor. Those are the first two ways. The third way is if you're on the front end, you'll see that you have an admin bar at the top here. Okay, so now you can see edit page, which you can click on and it will take you to the first option, and then you have to click on the blue button, or you can simply just on the page that you're wanting to be on, because you'll see it loads on every page. Okay, you'll see edit with Elementor. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to put hover over it, click on it, and open in a new tab. And now, sorry about that. Now what we'll do is you'll see that again it just relies on your internet speed, and voila, you've opened with Elementor. So now that is how you would load any pages. All the pages that show Elementor like that, and majority of them are Elementor, right? That's how you would edit with Elementor. So now we'll come back to editing the front page. So now every page on your website is built like this, it runs the same way. It's just, as you can see, we've got different options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down the front page and I'm going to show you how we change those options here. Okay, So as you can see, you've got a blue bar here, and you click on it and you've got different sections here, as you can see. Okay, and if we go to, so you got your layout, which is your standard layout. So if we're to go min height, you'll see here, that's how you'll change the height of things. So we've put it on 100% so you see the nice image. If you didn't want it, you can make it a bit smaller. It works on what you want, what your preference is. So that's your layout. Otherwise you can go style, right? And then style brings your image, which is this one here. So if we're to change it, for example, we'll just simply click on the image and it will load your media page. So now that, for example, let's just make it this one here. We go insert, and then as you can see, it is loaded to a different background. So we'll just put that one back. Right, and there you go, you'll see. So that is how you change your background on your banner. So now you can see, okay, we got the word in here. If you just click on the word in, right, this is classed as a title, edit heading. So you can see here, so this is the heading here, right? That is welcome to AMA Jet Setter. You can either welcome to Jet Setter, you can just type wording in there. Or you can come and you can type the word in there. Okay, now that is 2 columns, as you can see. We can add by clicking on another column here. By clicking on another column here, we get brought up with this, and you just drag items into it, and as you can see there. And as you can see, this is a heading one that I've dragged in, okay, but it's different colors. So now what you do is you'll click on it and you'll go style and you'll see text color. So now we can change that, and as you can see, changes color. Now let's say, for example, you don't want it white, you want it the color of the tree, but you don't know what color the tree is, right? If you see this little color sampler here, you can click on it and then move over to the tree, click on it, and it will actually pick up, it's meant to pick up little colors. There you go. Okay, and then you can just click on, as you can see what it looks like, different colors. Okay, so that is how you can sample colors for different text if you want. So we're going to just delete this. So that's how you change the information on your banner. Now we're going to scroll down and you can see it's roughly the same. This one is a text editor. Now as your text editor gives you similar samples to a Word document. If you click on this one here, you've got centered, you've got everything that you want, similar to a Word document effectively. So you can bold the word in, you can underline it. You see okay, so then you can just put wording in, hello, you know, if you want to go style, again, there's justified, there's rights, and this won't work now, and I'll tell you why it won't work. It's because we've set it in here. So let's take out this here. So if you want to ever align wording, rather align it from underneath style. Okay, and then text color, and then you'll see you can drag it to whatever you want. And then your typography is your font. Like that. So that's how you'd edit that section. This section here, search by region. Okay, so Wendy asked me the other day to remove Gauteng. As you can see, I did remove it, but what I did was I actually didn't delete it. I just hid it. So if we scroll down here, you see we still got Gauteng in this section here. So now what these are, what we class as are hidden. are hidden sections, so which you can play around with and view it. But if you wanted, again, the same kind of thing applies. If you click on this column here, okay, you go to style and there's your background. If you click on Eastern Cape, there's your heading, and now this link is going to take you to Eastern Cape. So now how do we get that link? So we'll go to the front end, we're going to click on resorts, okay, and we worked on Eastern Cape. So what we'll do is we'll click on Eastern Cape, and as you can see here, it's got the URL is changed here. So now what we do is we copy that whole URL like that and simply just paste it in there. Now you would do that for KwaZulu-Natal, Western Cape, Nambia, and Mpumalanga, and Northwest. And then the same for Limpopo, Gauteng, North Cape, and Free State. That is how you would change that. So now let's say, for example, hang on a second, we want it to be 4 on top and 2 at the bottom, or 2 on top and 4 at the bottom. All you do is you literally just drag this column, and as you can see, it moves like that. You see, so you can do this as just different styles. So you can put it like that and move it like that, and as you can see, everything kind of just adjusts. That's why all our images, we ask for them to come in landscape, because if you look at KwaZulu-Natal, you see it's like, well, we'll look at Northwest. So if you see the man in the rock there, just grab the column, we move it up. You see, you don't lose him, you're only losing the side of the images. Same with KwaZulu-Natal, you see it's now stretched. See, like that. And if you want it to be, you want to see more KwaZulu-Natal and not much of Nambia, you would just drag it like that, you see. So for example, so you could have each one at different angles like this, if you wanted. So now I'm not going to update anything. I'm going to leave that section as is, and I'm just simply going to refresh the page so that we don't lose the style that we all want for the website. So I'm just going to move on. So that's how you would add search by region, edit search, and play around with search by region. So we'll just scroll down a bit. Okay, these are the resorts. So if we click on them, right, you'll see that we've got the listing feed come up. So now here it's pretty self-explanatory. If you want it to be a carousel, there it is being a carousel. I don't like carousels because they load sometimes can take longer to load. So I prefer a grid. It just loads, and then if you want to show 9, for example, you just click 9, and then 9 will appear. If you only want to show 3, then you just change that to 3 or 6 or whatever, 7, 8. If you want to go by category, as you can see here, you can make it apartments, you can make it house. If you want to go by regions, you can just select it like that. Okay, if you want to go by tags, those are the different tags that we've got. And then listing types, and there you would type in your attractions or resorts. So this one is resorts, so there we go, attraction, we'll type in select resort, sorry, and then filter. So we can go, if we want it to be normal, and then we want it to be featured. So now if we're to do that, now all the featured ones would appear at the top here, and then the normal ones. So if you've got 6 featured, all the 6 featured would appear here. You see, so, and then you won't have any normal ones. So what we do is we'll just leave that like that, and then your listing ID. Your listing ID is blank at the moment, but you can make it Durban Spa if you wanted to, and it will only show that. So we'll just take that out, and now as you can see, it's going to show all of them. Include order, so now you can go random, probably is the best one to do, random resorts. So every time someone comes onto the website, these resorts will change. Descending order is just how you wanting it to view. Do you want it to be alphabetical from the top, or however you want it? Order by priority, yes, because if you do eventually have featured images, then you would want the featured images to be at the front first, not the normal ones and then underneath. So now if you scroll down here, you'll see desktop. So on the desktop, we've got 3 in a row. On the laptop we've got 3, on the tablet we've got 2, and the mobile we've got 1. So on a mobile, let's just flick to the mobile view, and to get to the mobile view, you'll see it's got this little section at the bottom here. You'll click on that like that, and as you can see, now it's gone to mobile view. So if I had to change that to 2, you'll see now that the columns will be 2. So it doesn't really look that nice, so that's why it's been made to go to 1. Same with the laptop and the tablet. To get back, we'll just go back like this. Alright, and same thing, your testimonials here. So you'll click on testimonials, and now Brent asked me the other day for different images, which we still are sourcing. So for the time being, I'm just going to remove it. And as you can see, that is how you remove the images, just like that. And I also noticed a spelling mistake, which I thought was a great tutorial. That's why I left it in. So to edit the testimonials, all you're going to do is click on it. Again, gives you the option to type within the box here, or if you come to the left hand side, there's your content there. If you wanted to add an image, you'll just simply click on the image. Then you've got the image sizing. You've got the name, which we've left Anna Smith, proud member. If you look here, there you go. Now the spelling errors sorted. If they had let's say for example you wanted this to be authors, because you can assign different authors to a listing. This is where you would put the link. So you would make it, for example, host Fadi would go there and he would have his listings. You would put, instead of making our testimonials, you would make it our authors or our suppliers or our whatever you want to call it. And then you would put in a bit about host Fadi here. You'd put our logo, you'd put our name, you would put the position we're in, and then you would link. The link will go to my profile showing all my resorts or attractions that I've got on there. So that's another option. And then that's how you edit your front page. If you wanted to add new features, you'll see here, this is at the bottom of every page. Okay, all you do is you've got 2 options. You can click on the plus and it will give you different column sizes, where if you click on the 2 column, then you would click on this little Rubik's Cube and you'll be brought back to all your widgets. Now your widgets is a text, Elementor, image, and all you do is you literally just drag them across and insert them. Then if you wanted to add anything else, you can go login, you can now the menu, pricing tables. You can play around and add to what you add to the page as you wish. Alright, and then you can just delete that. Or if you wanted to add a template, you'd click on the folder, and now here are certain little different templates that you'd want. You will have to create your own account with Elementor. You don't have to worry about paying anything because you're using my license, but you just create an account and then it will allow you to use any of these pages. If you wanted to go to blocks, you've got, if we scroll to the top, you've got the different categories, about us. As you can see there, it comes with predetermined layouts for you. Call to action, and then to add them in, all you do is, let's just use this one, we just go insert, and then what it will do, it will pull it all, and then there you go, there it is there, and you can go ahead and edit the wording, edit that, edit the different slides that you want, so you can really enhance your front page if you're wanting to. Alright, so that is how you would edit any page with Elementor.